Well, companies in the energy and chemical sector are asking for an impending carbon tax increase to be maintained at a level that allows them to stay competitive. Not doing so could mean higher costs to consumers. Singapore's current carbon tax rate is $5 per tonne, but it is expected to go up after the upcoming budget. We look at the issue in today's SG Pulse.
The energy and chemical sector employs more than 25,000 workers and contributes over 3% to Singapore's GDP. It's one of the single largest sectors that would come under pressure from a carbon tax hike. Singapore's government hasn't said how much it will raise the tax by, but the International Monetary Fund recommends countries impose a rate of more than 100 Singapore dollars per tonne in order to meet global climate goals.
There needs to be this very delicate balance of ensuring that the carbon price makes the market incentivized to make the necessary investments for reductions, whilst keeping an eye on our competitiveness. Because in Singapore, many industries are exporting into the regional and global markets, and so they're competing against others who are manufacturing in countries that may not have the same level of carbon pricing.
Shell, meanwhile, says firms may have to pass the increase down to consumers if the hike impacts their ability to compete. It says other sectors should also be accountable for their share of emissions, especially with carbon prices expected to rise over time. These include large emitters like construction firms or those in logistics and transport. On its part, it's already set net zero emissions targets and is investing in energy-efficient infrastructure. It reflects a change that an analyst believes will reap longer-term benefits.
An increased carbon tax in Singapore may mean that the companies will have to rethink their business model and think about how to leverage other government incentives in the green economy arena to bring more investments.
Another suggestion is to make better use of financial tools like carbon credits trading or green funding.
That is the demand side angle, where you ensure that there is a sufficient cash investments funds available for companies to actually go ahead and do research and development in new technologies will be powerful.
The government says firms will be given time and financial support to adapt to the changes. It says revenue raised from carbon taxes will be used to help companies become greener.